Point in my success, I realized I had a debt to pay. The debt was to my community, the community that made me who I am. And the debt would be paid in the form of a story, to tell a story about my community, which is The Last Ship. Well, you know, it's always a work in progress. You know, I began it, I think, 2010. We went to the Public Theatre, as you said, and then we produced it on Broadway, and then we took it back to England, Canada, and we went to Los Angeles and San Francisco, toured Europe, and every production was an evolution, because all of those places were important parts of the journey. So we learned something, we improved on something. Plot has morphed in a different way. There are characters who've been introduced, characters who've been taken away, a character who's changed gender, which completely transformed the plot. I've added a couple of new songs. So for me, as a living composer, I like to tinker with the thing. It's an organic, living organism that you can, like a plant, you can make it grow in a certain way if you do the right thing. To end up here at the Metropolitan Opera House in New York is beyond my wildest dreams, really. It was a little spark of an idea when I thought, you know, having the show in somewhere with a massive scale, because the Shipyard has an operatic scale, but I never imagined we'd actually get here. So I'm, you know, pinching myself. I'm still trying to resolve those things that happened to me as a younger man. You know, both my parents died in 1988. I went back to my hometown to visit them. It coincided with the closure of the Shipyard, which we lived next door to, and it seemed like a useful metaphor.
Sting right here. He says that to all the Sting right back here. And right over here, Sting. Sting right here.
It's part of a story I feel needs to be told for my own sanity, my own psychology, to explain who I am. You know, I'm not just a rock star. I'm more than that. I want to be more than that. So I have to investigate I have to do my own therapy. I don't go to a therapist. I am my own therapist. Very emotional. And I'm not sure whether it's the melodies or the lyrics or the story or every character in the play is based on someone I knew as a kid, or a composite of some people I knew. And so I'm telling this story, and then, you know, part of your job as an actor is to get inside their feelings and express it, see the world through their eyes, step into their shoes. How does that feel? And, you know, theatre is an empathy machine. The actor has to empathize with the character he's playing. The audience have to empathize with that character. So I think it's a useful social tool that makes society better. Empathy.
Everybody down the center. Right here, all together. Hey, can we get it down here? Can you turn to your right here? We're looking right here for me.
I mean, I always say, because my mother used to say it, a change is as good as a rest. In other words, don't rest. Just do something different, because that will stimulate other things. It's funny you mentioned Shaggy, because he's going to be in it. We had a character in the original play, the ferryman, who brings the hero back to town, and we built that character up. So now my dear friend Shaggy is going to play a Jamaican ferryman, and he has much more to do than just to be a ferryman. He's actually the kind of Greek chorus, and he's a mysterious character that comes in and out of scenes, and maybe he's a ghost, maybe he's not.
And then Leslie, have you heard from him? I know he went to help with the relief in Jamaica.
Yes. Oh yeah, he's very concerned with what's happening there. He spent a lot of time there, was devastated by the terrible, terrible damage, which has gone completely from the news. But they've really suffered, and Shaggy has suffered with them, believe me.